For the purpose of critique and review and education and the Fair Use Act of 1976, it's the Nerdlings Podcast. I'm WC Chronicles, and we're playing a game called, well, it's an easy game. It's called
Shall we play a game?
And on the phone is Jersey Mike. Mike, how are you, Stinky?
Stinky Jersey Mike is good. Today's the Easter Bunny Day. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy, what do they call it? Easter egg hunt. Did you get your golden Easter egg today there,
I'm still waiting for my golden I'm waiting for my golden Willy Wonka ticket.
There you go. Let's see, the golden Easter egg, golden Willy Wonka ticket. What else was golden?
Well, Willy Wonka was where they had the goose that laid the golden eggs. If you just get that, you're set. You're fine.
Well, didn't they make a bunny a Cadbury? You know?
I imagine they probably made something out of sterling gold or something like that at some point in time. Anyway, Easter is going well, blah, 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 you know. We're ready to play Shall We Play a Game, which is where Jersey Mike is going to try to guess the song and the artist based on these famous people who have hooked up, not like that, hooked up and did some collaboration together, whether it be live, production, video, anything like that, okay?
All right, we are ready to go.
All right, so let me give you the first bits of information here. This is a live song, a song that was done live. I'll just give it to you. From Live Aid, JFK Stadium, July 13th, 1985, specifically 10:47 a.m., right down to the time number.
Where's JFK Stadium?
JFK Stadium is in Philadelphia, I believe.
I've never heard of that. Okay. I wonder if that's one of the ones that they now have, like the bank owns or something like that, because the Garden State Art Center in New Jersey used to be this one now, and now it's the PNC Garden State Art Center. It's like now the state loans out its parks so the bank can put up all their information. Welcome to Shall We Play a Game.
I imagine that would probably be so with all that commercialization nowadays. So what we got here is we got two American bands. The main band, which is performing, and then singing back up is another band live on stage. I will tell you this was eventually released a home video. So and so is forth that. I'm not going to tell you who some of the people are yet, but why don't we start out by giving you a piano riff from the song? How does that sound?
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm ready for this.
All right, here's the piano riff, okay? All right, that's all you get. You're getting about 20 seconds of piano riff.
Wow, that's good. That's good Easter egg. That's good Easter egg. Love it.
Good Easter.
20-second good love and Easter egg hunting. Let me see if I can hunt my brain and figure that out. That sounds like something Billy Joel would do up.
No, not Billy Joel. I don't even think he played Live Aid.
I'll tell you. But I know one thing. I saw online that Billy Joel and Christy Brinkley broke up. She got tired of his drinking.
That's what I saw the headlines, but I don't read that junk. I figured, that's a long time ago. Why are they drudging that up from the bottom?
Well, you want to dredge something up? You know what was on again today, which I love? 1985, The Goonies.
Oh, yes, The Goonies. You gotta love The Goonies. No matter what. Cyndi Lauper and her song, The Goonies are good enough for me.
And it was filmed in your home state of Oregon?
Yep, filmed up in mostly Astoria and Cannon Beach, Oregon. Absolutely.
Okay, so let's get back to the next flow.
All right, well, I'll give you a little more information here. Okay, so the song they're performing, even though it's 1985, it wasn't released until April 1978. And their album was called You Can Tune a Piano, But You Can't Tune a Fish.
That sounds like the Monkees.
Nope, that is not the Monkees. That's an odd guess, but no.
The reason I say that is because I was watching some of them today. You see the older ways they did things so simple. They had fun. They had the actors, the older ones that were older now, but were in their prime and starting. Oh my gosh, you know, what just happened to simplicity? Saying, hey, we're the monkeys. Okay, let's get back to this now. Okay, 1978.
1978.
Oh, I've heard that before now.
I will tell you this, okay, because these were the first. This was like one of the first songs that they were really starting to take off in popularity. The single went to number 48. The album went to number 29 in the United States. But when people do hear them do this song, they always think it was a much bigger hit than it actually was, because it's such a good song part of their repertoire.
Jacob's Ladder.
Nope, not Huey Lewis and the News. Nope, that's a good guess,
right.
though.
I'm trying. I'm throwing darts at every part of Stinky's brain that doesn't drop an Easter egg today.
Well, yeah. Well, better I'd drop an Easter egg than a deuce. Well, let's go ahead and give you 15 seconds of guitar, okay?
Oh, I love that. 15 seconds of
Here we go. This is turning into Name That Tune, other than Shall We Play a Game. Here we go, all right? Okay, go ahead. Any guesses?
Yeah, that was a little bit more than 15 seconds. You threw me
Yeah,
off on the timing. I dropped an egg.
Yeah, I looked at the clock wrong and it was a minute 10, sorry.
That's why I cut off. I was like, okay, let's say, oh my gosh. I want to say, it sounds like the movie, like something from Almost Famous they would play, but they're not a live group, so I'm a real group, but, you know, it's the same rock era, Russell and the Band-Aids and all that stuff. So I'm going to go with Private Dancer, which is new coming of Elton John.
No, Elton John didn't do Private Dancer. That was Tina Turner. But Tina Turner did duet with David Bowie. Or no, I'm sorry, Mick Jagger and David Bowie for two different Live Aid songs back then.
Oh, wow. See, I'm getting thrown off because you said Live Aid, and I get into the Band-Aids, and it's like, that was the English version, right? From England was Band-Aid, right?
That was the British version for Christmas time, yes.
I'm trying to think now. Who else could that be? All right, I'm just gonna go off the cuff here, and I'm gonna say REO Speedwagon.
Oh my God, he got it right. Yes, you got it. REO Speedwagon, Kevin Cronin, lead singer and company. Yes, you got it.
Wow.
How did you do that?
I don't know, because it's in the same time frame as all the 70s, the good music. You know, then they took it, like you said, the albums were so unique back then, and then it's like you get stuck in your head, but then it's like everything comes to 80s, 90s, you don't think of that, you know?
Right. Well, now you still got to guess the name of the song and the backup, the group singing backup on this live version.
All right, well, at least I'm in the ballpark. Just fine.
Well, why don't we, while you're pondering, why don't we do the whole isolated vocals of the song? How's that sound?
Isolated Easter egg vocals, I like that.
Isolated Easter egg vocals. Here we go, okay?
As soon as you are able, woman, I am willing to make the break that we are on the brink of. My cup is on the table, my love is feeling, waiting here for you to take and drink of. So if you're tired of the same old story, oh, turn some pages. I'll be here when you are ready to roll with the changes. Yeah, yeah. Woo! I knew it had to happen. Felt the tables turning. You got me through my darkest hour. I heard the thunder clapping, then I felt the desert burning. Until you poured on me like a sweet sun shower. But if you're tired of the same old story, oh, gotta touch some pages. I'll be here when you are ready to roll with the changes. Oh, yeah. So, if you're tired of the same old story, ooh, baby, touch some pages. I'll be here when you are ready for roll with the changes, baby. Roll with the changes. Oh, you got to keep on rolling, keep on rolling. Oh, roll with the changes. Keep on rolling, keep on rolling, keep on rolling. Everybody got to roll with the changes. Oh, baby, keep on rolling, keep on rolling. Oh, you know you got to roll with the changes. Gotta keep on rolling, keep on rolling, keep on rolling. Oh, everybody, come on now. Keep on rolling, keep on rolling. Keep on rolling, keep on rolling. Everybody, keep on rolling. Come on, Philadelphia. Keep on rolling. Oh, that's to keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. Everybody got to roll with the changes. Come on, keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. Everybody keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. Oh, that's to keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. Changes like you.
Okay.
Now, I got one or two guesses. That's either Time for Me to Fly.
Time for me to fly. Nope, not Time for Me to Fly. Mike, they kept on saying rolling with the changes.
Yeah, I know, but I know, so it's got to be Rolling Down the River, Tina Turner song.
How about roll with the changes?
Oh, is that the name of the song, Roll with the Changes?
That's the name of the song. Yes.
Oh, I never heard that. Because, you know, sometimes it goes like something, Time for Me to Fly. It sounds, okay, I get it. All right.
No, your philosophy on that makes sense because it only didn't get real high. It didn't even break in the top 40 back in 1978. So people kind of don't have awareness of it. They always thought it was a bigger hit maybe in the 80s. That's the thing.
Oh, wow.
So
maybe like a recharge or a reboot. Maybe because what was their first album was High Infidelity, right?
That was the name of one of their early albums, and that is the name of this album was called You Can't Tune a Fish. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. So they had a weird name. They had several albums. Lots of albums. Let's put it that way.
I loved REO Speedwagon. My cousin introduced me to them when I was a young kid. So that is what they call folk history, right? What they call that folklore history type of a thing. You know what I mean?
Kind of trivia, yeah. Well, you know what an REO Speedwagon is? It was actually a kind of fire truck from 1910 era.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, I never knew that.
And I know that because I used to listen to Casey Kasem Top 40 back in the day.
America's Top 40. Wow.
Yeah.
I remember that on Sunday. Hey, this is Casey Kasem. Now you're in the top 5.
So we got one. You got the group. You got the name of the song, literally under your nose. The backup group is basically a group from the '60s, which did a lot of falsetto singing, and they are men.
The Monkees.
No, not the Monkees.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's stump me some more. At least I got REO Speedwagon right. So my Easter, I didn't crack all the 12 eggs. I got maybe five out of the 12 saved.
Well, shall we play the song and give you another opportunity to think about it here?
Yes, 100% ready to go.
All right, we're going to play the whole song as is, 440, okay? Here we go.
As soon as you are able, woman, I am willing to make the break that we are on the brink of.
Does that bring you any closer to guessing who the backup group is?
Doobie Brothers.
That's a good guess. That's a damn good guess, but no.
And the only other one I can get from that time frame is Rush.
Nope, not Rush.
Because you had the older Rush, remember, in the beginning in the 60s, and then it changed venue in the early 70s. You stunk stinky with eggs of Easter that fried on the sidewalk in Vegas.
I will give you their names. Al Jardine, Bruce Johnston, Mike Love, and Carl Wilson of this group.
Eagles?
No, not the Eagles. No Stinky, no.
Stinky's done. These eggs fried. Who is it?
Al Jardine, Bruce Johnson, Mike Love, Carl Wilson of the Beach Boys.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I should have known that. But you get stuck in so many of these groups, and it's like with today's music, what's going on in your real life, and then dredge this up like you were talking about, and being Easter Sunday, you're like, you know what, great call, Easter eggs, well, I broke them all.
You broke some Easter eggs there, but that's okay. That's okay. You did better guessing. I think that's one of your highest ranking guesses so far, even though you got the name of the song you didn't get.
Well, it's good. At least Stinky's brain's going. So how's it out there in the Las Vegas world? Is it still hot?
It is in our mid-80s right now, so we're doing all right.
Actually, I was going to say you're actually not like a heavy fried on the Easter eggs.
Yeah, that would be the temperature for Easter eggs, I guess.
Yeah, but usually when it hits 120, 120, cook an egg out there and see how that fries.
Cook an egg on the sidewalk and cook cookies on your dashboard of your car.
But how do you cook your mind in that heat? You fry your brain too. It's hot. Here it's 70 today, 67, 70 with a nice breeze. It was very graphically, like the heat fog and the mist and stuff like that created by the water and stuff. And then I went to Connecticut the last couple of months in Boston, so it's been a little different, like a little bloggish on the mind. So it's like you got to get me fired up with these egg frying weather music.
Egg frying weather music, yeah. Well, we are in the times if you got to roll with the changes, I say.
Can I tell you something?
Well, of course.
What do you do? How could you mess up Peeps and the Easter Bunny?
How could you mess up Peeps? I don't know. Put them out in 120-degree weather?
Oh, my gosh. Do you know somebody showed me, they have peach Peeps, all different kinds of new versions of flavors.
Oh, that's weird. That's weird.
Yeah, so could you imagine putting rows of Peeps, Easter baskets and stuff, and being like, we don't need eggs, we have Peeps. Oh my God.
I'm happy to stay away from all that nonsense and the sugar.
Yeah, you don't need a sugar high.
Yeah.
Not the age we're getting up to.
So that brings an end to the
Shall we play a game?
Version this week of the podcast. Any last words, Mike?
Yeah, good enough for you, they're good enough for me, the Goonies.